Oh man! But what's the difference between the warrant then and the emergency removal? The warrant, obviously, you have to get in the house. But what does the emergency removal do? Like, how do they get the kid with that?
Well, here's the thing. Like I said, here in Virginia, even with an emergency removal order, unless the child is in public, they don't have probable cause to enter your home, even with a removal order. Now, if they're lying, it's on their body cam footage. Thank you, officer, because I did not know that. And here's the thing. The difference is a removal order is to remove the child. A warrant is to actually get into your home, and they don't have probable cause.
But let's say they have the warrant to get in the home. Do they also need the emergency removal order to still take the kid? Or the warrant is sufficient?
Right. This is what the officer told the CPS worker that night. Even with the removal order, we don't have probable cause to get a warrant to enter the home.
Okay. So you kind of need both. Right? Yeah. Which they usually never have either or, and they don't even show you if they do. But they still make their way in, apparently, somehow, some way. No, I was going to say something about Mr. Davis. Go ahead.
If people are scared.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they're scared because they don't know that they can say no. Right?
You can say no.
What did you say, Darren?
I said it's all voluntary.
You have a little cartoon thing that you have at the beginning of your show. I laugh hysterically at that because the person you have portray as the cartoon of the social worker and then the returning social worker are like all black, like demon looking and like Missy T's and no. I was rolling. I was like, okay, he made the dad look real like a typical everyday at home dad stressed out about kids. Toys and stuff everywhere, but then the social worker. You couldn't have made them look more evil than what they did. It was funny. But basically, it's a cute little, 2-minute commercial, letting parents know. I wish you could get that out on, regular TV. Can you imagine? It would intrigue people, number one, because it's like a cartoon anime type looking thing. But the way you have it start off and say with such a short amount of words, hits it, right on the nail. Do you feel this way? And you look at the dad you're like, yes, I'm worn out. I'm tired. Kid stuff everywhere, food everywhere. It looks like you're a horrible parent, but really you're just worn out from taking care of them or working or whatever. And then you're and then CPS knocks at the door. It's all suspenseful. And then there they are, all looking like they're the devil because they are.
I meant to tell you that I thought that was the cute thing. And the other one that we did too, where you were telling the kids their rights. I like both of those.
Yeah,
I keep bugging Darren for a song maybe for my show.
I'm working on it.
Or I even hinted that. I said the title. I'm echoing again. I said the Tiffany of the song or something, the theme should be Tiff and the Punisher go on a field trip. Because it's the field trip show that you guys go on. And so, I don't know.
No,
I don't know what else you have to talk about. We have 20 minutes left.
Well, I just want parents to understand that they need to read the Constitution. I don't know if you saw when my dad came on. Did you see when my dad came on?
I did, but it looked like they were having technical difficulties, and then I forgot to go back and watch it to see if it worked out. So it went through.
Oh, it worked out.
Okay, then I have something to watch after this now.
So I said, Dad, once I finally got him, I said, Dad, so we have judges telling us that the Constitution doesn't apply in the courtrooms.
Oh, yeah, I heard you say this yesterday on the other show. Go ahead.
I would laugh, flick them the bird, and walk out. That's what he said. I said, but they could go to jail. He said it's an unlawful detainer. It's a freedom of expression or freedom of speech, one of the two. See, my dad is a very constant. I loved when he was a police officer, right? Because he was the constitutional police officer. You can believe. Why do you think I know so much, right? Because that used to be our bedtime stories, the Constitution. right? We started young, and he knew it was boring and it would put us to sleep.
Yeah, but you obviously learned something.
Oh, I did. But my
Your
sister calls
sister
me all the time.
married. Your sister married the Constitution, right? The senator.
Well, she married the senator.
Yeah, so she listened to the bedtime story. You get what I mean? You were like,
Yeah.
well, at least I listened and paid attention. Well, she didn't ask for it.
Yeah, God bless her soul. I love my sister to death.
That's funny. Dare made a cartoon for you guys too. And that was so identical of what you two look like in a cartoon figure. I had never seen your dad before, but it matched up once he came on the show. But that was cool. And then your sister was like, which one am I? And you're like, the one in pink.
I love my sister. I could not believe she asked which one was her.
That's
what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, you even have the beanie on your character. Like, hello. But that
Right.
just goes with her. Like, I hate to say it, but she's a little, like, blonde, I guess.
She was having a
And
blonde
for a
moment.
cartoon, she was very blonde compared to your blonde shade.
I want
The bleach blonde.
the glasses on her sister. I got to put her sister's glasses on her. Then maybe she'll be able to tell the difference. Get her glasses. Oh, that'll be the next one.
Oh my God, she's
Hey,
just
so when is
hilarious.
that article supposed to? When is that article supposed to come out in that newspaper?
Well, because I told her that we were telling her facts; these were not opinions, and I was sending her everything that we talked
Yeah.
about. So she said I emailed her so much stuff. She said, "Can you please stop emailing me?"
Can you slow down? She's like, this article may never come out. But no, I want to say about that too. It was weird to see somebody ask you guys questions that kind of obviously is coming from that group of normal people that don't really know what's going on. But even the way she would pose her question, it was like following what CPS is about. Like she was reading between the lines. But the way she would ask the question is like, so you mean to tell me that they're basically really taking kids for money? No? And you're like, yeah, good job. Like you followed. It's not hard. And then Darren would bring up a statement of like, look at the overall deficit. What would you say? Like the numbers. I forget how you say it. But basically they equal out. Like where a city is doing bad in money, they just take that many more kids to even it out. Right?
It's the capita. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you said?
Yeah, the per capita or the budget, their budget deficits, things like that. You know, like you could just take a look. All you have to do is look at the number. Every state has a thing called the open checkbook, and you can go into the open checkbook and run these things. Run your caseworkers' names, for instance, and you can see how much your caseworkers making there and what they're doing. But every state has it. Go online. It's called the open checkbook. You can find out what they're doing, what they're making their money on, what they're spending it on. All kinds of things. And all you got to do is just a little research yourself to know that these numbers that they're putting out there aren't right. It's very, 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 very much off. And, shame on them for reporting it wrong, because maybe people would pay attention a little bit more if they got the numbers right. But, they're not. So you got to do it yourself and investigate. And maybe some people are just too lazy to do so. So we got to let them know what's going on.
Okay, so it's me that's echoing because I just muted myself. But real quick, I'll say this and then you guys take over for the end because it's annoying, I know. The journalist that David Weigel said he's working with, Richard Luthman, I think I wrote down. I was kind of picking around and being nosy about who this guy was. He is somebody that you really want to look into about all the articles he's posted recently. Oh, it's frustrating me. Sorry, guys, with the echo. But anyways, I'll just kind of end it there, and then you guys can talk over for the last 10 minutes if you want, but maybe it's gone away. Richard Luthman is a journalist that, no, forget it. You guys can take over. Is it annoying for you guys? Because it is for me.
I don't have
the echo. You don't hear it?
I hear it. I have reached out to him. And Dave is going to reach out to him again because apparently the email that I did send him, the first email, they no longer use that email account anymore. So Dave is going to reach out to him because he knows that I want him to come on Tip and the Punisher.
Because because also what I was going to say earlier, Mr. Davis is doing office hours every morning at 6:30. He's the attorney that I do the show under, and it's only for 30 minutes, and he's doing it in a way where he brings up different topics. The first topic that I think he talked about on Monday was something about he's going to be becoming involved with this other attorney out of Pasadena that just filed a lawsuit with, I believe it's LA County, DCF, for like $75 million. It's a story that's based on a Lancaster, and I read the story, and wow. I mean, it's like any other story, but a really like wow one type of thing. And he basically, I forgot what else he said about him in this case, but I think he's going to be maybe hooking up with him or linking with him. And he's going to come on and speak about some stuff. But he also is one that used to do law in a different field, like totally not CPS. But then he got affected one day with his daughter being born and going the Christian fellowship way and being told to do his law in a different field as far as this. And then he came across one big story not too long ago that he won. And ever since then, he's been really trying to fight more cases that are like for families that would never be able to give their own attorney in horrendous kind of cases where death has occurred for children. So, oh, it's echoing so bad. But anyways, maybe you guys can look into that too if you want to read some stories about, you know, things that are happening. Really, I feel like a lot more stuff is starting to come about, which is a good thing. But we just got to keep this fight up and do what we're doing. Okay, Tiffany, if you want to close out the show, say what you want to say. This is bugging me. Sorry, guys.
Go ahead, Darren. I've been talking the whole damn time. You normally talk.
No, it's fine. I like it. I like it. It was nice. No, I just wish more people would pay attention to the real numbers. That's what people need to do. Look at your state checkbooks, open checkbooks online. Go look at those numbers. Look at the numbers of your local budgets, things like that. And then look at the amount of kids that your area CPS is taken into. Why is there an increase every year? Oh, there's an increase because they got to meet like a 4% margin of the drop that they had on their budget. That's what's happening. They're offsetting the budgets with taking our children. And if you don't believe me, look it up yourself. The facts are right there for you guys to look at. So check that stuff out for sure. Yeah, people need to pay attention and realize that this isn't a white, black, brown, pink, gay, straight, girl, boy, any of this issue. If CPS wants your kids, they're going to come and get them. So everybody needs to pay attention and let everybody know that this is a real thing, because it's not going to stop until we make it stop. That's the facts.
Amen.
Real quick, again, speak about your shows.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we have, actually tonight, Bringing Back Brenda's actually on here in the next 10 minutes, but youtube.com /@abolish CPS is the channel. We have all kinds of shows on. We're trying to fill up it 24/7. So if you got show ideas, or you think that you can host a show, you think you got what it takes, or the stories you have, email us at do Tiff and the Punisher, right? That's easier. tiffinpunisher@gmail.com. That would be where you can send it. So TIFFNPUNISHER
Good job.
That sounded very dirty. But, yes, do that, and we can. Let's do it. Let's win this fight.
Tiffany, you want to say anything else?
Yeah, Darren. We're going to do a show early tomorrow in the early afternoon before 3 because I got a meeting tomorrow night. That's it.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Because Darren's a little bit hard to get a hold of, so when he got his attention.
You own me in,
No,
you gotta get what you get.
I'm just messing with you, Darren. You just become so popular.
Yes, Mr. Popularity over here. That's what I am.
When I send him a message, I have to send it through Facebook and cell phone and be hopeful that I get it through one of them.
If you get it back, you're somebody, So.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I don't have much more to say because the echo, and it probably is annoying for other people here. But the people I talked about earlier today are, really some, I feel like, good people that you want to research and have, knowledge of CPS and what's going forward and get that hope, fire lit back in your life. Because lately I've just been feeling at that point again where I'm just like, man, is this ever going to end? And I look at it the way where my kids are missing out on the quality time. Like, my kids have not even been playing a sport because my mom won't take them. And it's like, man, like, they're getting in those prime years where, like, they want to play basketball at school, or they want to, do this or that. And it's just like their life is being wasted away, I feel like. And it's just like, is it ever going to end? But then again, I get, videos like last night that you guys did with David, and you get like lit up again. Like, okay, there is a end to this tunnel, hopefully, but. Okay, everyone, I'll be back next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Contact the numbers or email in if you want to be a guest. All right, thanks, Tiffany and Darren. See you next week. Field trip. All right, bye, everyone.
Bye.